In the bitter winter of 1630, a devout young Puritan named Goodman Thomas Bradford arrived on the shores of Massachusetts Bay, having fled religious persecution in England to establish a community where he could worship freely. Thomas believed God had led him to this promised land, a wilderness to be tamed and shaped into a city upon a hill that would serve as a shining example of righteous living for all the world to see. The first years tested their faith severely as the settlers faced bitter cold, scarce food, and sickness that claimed many lives during those harsh New England winters. Thomas wrote in his journal, "Our trials are but tests from the Almighty, separating the wheat from the chaff among us, and strengthening our resolve to build his kingdom in this wilderness." By the spring of 1632, their perseverance began to bear fruit as fields were cleared, crops were planted, and the settlement grew into a proper village with a meeting house at its center. The Sabbath became the cornerstone of community life, with hours of prayer and sermon that Thomas believed would fortify their souls against the wilderness's many temptations. Their governance was strict but democratic in its fashion, with town meetings where male church members could vote on matters affecting the community, though always guided by biblical principles. Discipline was maintained through public admonishment and punishment, with sinners facing the stocks or public confession, for Thomas and the elders believed that individual moral failings threatened the entire covenant with God. Despite these hardships, or perhaps because of them, Thomas's settlement flourished as a testament to Puritan ideals, growing into a close-knit community bound by shared faith and mutual support. When Thomas finally passed in 1670 after 4 decades of leadership, he left behind not just a prosperous town, but a living embodiment of the Puritan vision, a community where religious devotion shaped every aspect of daily life, for better or worse. His descendants would witness the gradual transformation of these rigid Puritan settlements into the more diverse New England towns of the colonial era, though the influence of those early religious ideals would echo through American history for centuries to come.